To the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 3:30 p.m. That is Central Time, and today is March 26th. Well, I just finished up the Markets Now event, so now this is the audio commentary and video commentary to talk about what's going on today, rather than just concentrating on everything that's happening in the energy sector. And the thing that sticks out to me, particularly today, is that the FANGMAN shares have dropped to a new low relative to the wider market. So a large part of that had to do with the strong downward dynamics in both Meta and Google, or Alphabet. So that is, at least in part, because of the legal liability they face from the addictive qualities of social media, and the fact that it's rather intentional. I mean, they hired some of the most accomplished psychologists in the world to try and make their apps as addictive as possible, and they were highly successful in doing so. There is some people talking about this being the big tobacco moment for the social media sector. I think that might be a little bit of hyperbole, but at the same time, it's also putting pressure on them against a background where they're spending an absolute ton of money on building out AI infrastructure. And that also feeds through into one of the announcements that Alphabet made yesterday, which is that they figured out how to do more with less when it comes to memory. So that also fed through into a rather sharp pullback in memory stocks. So when you start adding some of these together, you're talking about a pretty significant portion of the tech sector experiencing some selling pressure, quite independent of what's happening in the Middle East. In the Middle East, you had the Trump administration saying that they're going to pause bombing until the 6th of April. And President Trump saying that that was in response to what Iran asked for. So this is continuing to push the narrative that negotiations are underway, regardless of the fact that Iran is saying that no, they're not underway. But the market is willing to accept the possibility that negotiations of some sort are underway. Now, the oil price popped on the upside in early trading, did not quite hold all of it. Then gold prices were in negative territory. We're continuing to see that there is the potential for significant upward pressure on a broad swathe of the agricultural markets.